Hello Capricorns, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 10th to the 16th of February. I get this feeling that's coming out of your readings that it's like, I know. At the moment, and this energy here just sort of like, and it's not like an arrogant, I know, you know what I mean? It's more sort of like, just sort of kind of, yeah, I know, it's all right. I know, everything's cool. And even within great moments of success, which could be sort of like, very disturbing at time, I think the energy is sort of like kind of going, yeah, I know. I've split the energy update into two different videos at the moment. We've got the messages from energy, and then we've got the energy update as well. Therefore, you'll know the elements that we're going to be going into a little bit later on. But in the meantime, let's just bring up your flower and let's see what's going on for you and your elements. Here we go with the general energy that's flowing through you. There's a solidness, a security that plays into the karmic path and the connections to the outside world here. That's where the knowing comes from within. Things seem to be slotting into place because of the way you're positioning. And it's not a position where you're going out there and getting it. It's not a position either of, I'm not doing anything. It's a position of just consciously progressing your pathway. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Pentacles. A lot of respect for yourself. And I think you'll be commanding a lot of respect from the world around you. You deserve this, Capricorn. You really do. And that's why I think the knowing comes from. I think you're putting a lot of things together in one energy, which is providing a lot of sort of emphasis for your pathway, that it's going to work. It's got to work. And it's going to work because I know it's going to work because the things are in place. It's really, really nice. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. Now we get this combining of two energies between you and the outside world. I think you're attracting a lot of people because I think you're attracting a lot of attention to you because you're going after what you want, or you can see clearly. There's no messing around with you at the moment, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. There's an offering of love. Either you're offering a love to someone else, or someone's offering a love to you. As I say, I think there's a lot of attention that's coming your way, and I think you've got a lot to offer the world around you. And look at that. You get justice as well. Those 2 cups there, that gives you harmony within your life. And it is bringing harmony. And I think there is someone, it could be a Libran within your life. There's no doubt about it. But I think it's someone that finally sort of like comes back into alignment with your karmic path of where you should be going. And it's because you know what you want out of life. And there's not a million ways to cut this. You just know, and you're going after it. And I think this is what you've got to offer the world around you. A lot of security. And people feel just around you, on your connection to the past is playing into the future. It's almost as if like you've done all the experiences that you've done up to date, and it's kind of sort of saying, well, I'm moving on to new experiences. I'm opening up. Yeah, there is a desire to go off on a mission and being spontaneous about it in regards to what you've got to offer in the world. Once you do, sort of kind of going, that's what I want, therefore I'm going to do it. And then people kind of go, wow, Capricorn, I didn't see that coming. Wow, interesting. This is where you're building a lot of curiosity about you without you having to sort of like, play some sort of like game or anything like that. Because you just know in the future's very solid. It's like, it's really solid, like in the way of a King of Cups or the King of Pentacles. It's like you're sort of saying, this is it, this is me. This is what I've been through. I think you're using all the experiences of your past journey that you've already been on. And I think people are starting to see that you've changed, you've grown, And I think this has to do with what we went through with Pluto over the last 18 years. And it's certainly a liberating energy that's coming your way here, but not liberating that freeing you up. It's liberating because you're doing what you're doing naturally. Being you naturally is, and that's my past. That's my journey. You gotta accept my journey of what I've been through of what I've done in my life in order to accept me. That sort of attitude. How's the engagement with this week? This engagement this week plays into that page of wands there. Very, very passionate I would be. None of that sitting in your power. You being you, the Emperor card here, really sitting in your position of power. And just, it's a position of knowing. And knowing your journey and using your journey, sort of saying, I lived this, I had this experience here. And, being straight and letting it flow and not holding anything back. I think this allows you to be in a position where you can offer something that is absolutely amazing, really, in regards to relationships. And it does build a lot of respect for you because you've built in that respect for yourself. And you should do. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. This karmic path just does not stop growing. It's almost as if, like, any woes and worries you've had to financially over the past 15 years, that you've had to make a lot of sacrifices. You've got a lot of karmic credit that's coming your way, basically. Yeah. You're getting instant victory. It does feel like, and this could be this liberation from Pluto, but it does feel like at the moment, Capricorn, that you're really winning the lottery. And I think this, you deserve this victory. You know it. It's instinctively within you with the Ace of Swords. You know that this is right for you. There's no denying it. Let's just see what's going on the synchronicities. There's no messing about here. There's no point asking for a cup of coffee when you want a cup of tea. You've asked for a cup of coffee and someone brings you a cup of tea. Before you might have kind of went, yeah, okay, I'll drink the tea. Now it's a case of, no, I'm sorry, I asked for a cup of coffee. It's not a problem. Just bring me a cup of coffee. I don't want a cup of tea. Sort of thing. And I think it's being very, very straight with the energy that is around you. And that energy is being very straight with you. It's bringing you what you deserve. This is a brand new beginning for you. The old you of, accepting the shortfallings of the world around you is over. Because And I think this commands a lot of respect within your life. Your past self is playing into this Ace of Swords. It seems like whatever you have that that you can get a victory out of, I would follow. And it's something that's been with you for some time. You get the King of Cups here, a really, really powerful, you're onto that plain sailing. You've done that work in the background. You're in touch with your emotions. And that's what's going to bring you the rewards with that fish down there as well. I think you're very secure about your past. I think you're very secure about what you're capable of. In your future self here, a real revelation. It's revealing to you, this is how I should be. In my engagement, in my attitude, in my approach to life, in my investments, in my time I give away and everything like that. 10 of Cups, happiness after difficulty. I think all difficulties are being blown away at the moment. Just look at that financial side. It's just phenomenal, really. Absolutely phenomenal for you, Capricorn. Ooh. It does feel like you're, obviously we can't all win the lottery every week, but it just feels like you knew the numbers in before they came in. And this is his happiness after difficulty. Finally, everything is working for you. How should you engage in this week? And it's very similar to this side here. And I think you've got to recognize how much work you've done. I think you should give yourself a bit of kudos. You get the Five of Cups. I think here is you saying goodbye to all disappointment. I think this is where you're saying goodbye to that old world with those Three of Cups spent, and you're saying hello to these Two of Cups here that are totally in alignment with yourself. And I just think, you would have had disappointments in the past. Do not concentrate on them. Concentrate on the possibilities, the gains that you can get out of life for applying for that job, changing that career path, or starting that business, or starting that project. Whatever it is, it's going to blow away any disappointments from the past. And it's just a case here of knowing it from within more than anything else. Okay, so let's just bring up your elements and see what's going on with your elements at the moment. So here we go with your elements here. And we did go into the energy update and we talked about it. And I think this came up last week, if not the week before. But the same energies seem to be coming through in the air and water energy. And that's that transition from solar high activity to solar low activity, between the sunspots a little bit waning off, although there has been a lot of fire through sunspots and there has been a lot of earth energy. But the main energy I think that's coming through is air and water. And when we look at your sign here, you have the air and water combination on your karmic path on your relationship side. That's that Knight of Cups. And it's mutable. It's fixed. It is mutable energy. So you need to play with it a little bit. And just realizing how much good stuff you've got to offer into this world. You get this fixed energy here, which I think is going to be the most important thing, because it does a double there with the double air and the double water. I think this is on your financial side. This is where you've got to stick by your guns. You've got to know your worth really more than anything else. And on your connection to the outside world, synchronicities and so forth, this is where it's giving you the direction. So knowing your wealth will give you the direction. So let's just pull your cards back up, shall we? And pull a few cards on those 3 cards there at the base, but we're going to be pulling on this section here to see how that plays out in that section there as well. I might even also pull a few cards on that 6 of Cups, because there is that water at the base of it and the air at the top, and there's something about what you've been through that you need to, sort of put on the table, as it were. Let's start on the financial side, because I think that's where it's going to be the most. You got the Ace of Swords with the Devil card. You are the devil. Well, you're the devil card in tarot. The devil's in the detail. I think this is a great deal of respect in yourself of what you've been through. You get the Hierophant. You know exactly the pathway you need to take in order to get there. There's also about a marriage card, but in this case here, it could be about a job offering or a business offering on that Ace of Swords. With the Death and Rebirth, you get the 8 of Swords there. That's being stuck in the past. That's the past. It's stuck. And that's the death of that Death and Rebirth. What's the rebirth for you? Seeing things in a different way with the Hangman there. You are seeing the worth of you positioning in, I know that this is what I should be receiving as rewards. Therefore, the world will put themselves or position themselves in order for you to receive that. Let's just see what's going on with that energy as it plays out for that. You've got the 5 of Cups again. I think if you don't give yourself worth here, I think you will be disappointed. But this shows it's beautifully. You've got these 2 cups here that are available behind her. And then once she does, she can go across that bridge. And then all of a sudden, there's a whole new town to discover. And you just need to let go of this something in the past. And I think that's what that feeling stuck. And the energy is sort of saying, the time of Pluto is ended. You're no longer going to be stuck. You can push the limits to the higher echelons. And the moment you realize that, it's going to start going very quickly with the Chariot card. It is going to bring you in ultimate victories. How does this sort of fixed water come through? You get the Page of Pentacles. It's learning about your luck. You are creating your luck by recognizing your strength that is within you. And you get the 2 of Swords. This is a no-brainer, this opportunity that's coming to you through the future as it comes in very quickly. Don't be disappointed. Move forward, move into it. You deserve it, Capricorn. Okay, let's just see what's going on with this Knight of Cups here. We get the Ace of Wands. There is a real direction for you to taking, and I think that ties in with the Justice card here. It brings in balance and the passions that you put into life. With the Two of Wands, you know how to apply it. It seems like you know how to apply it, and you've got to stick to the plan. What is this Six of Cups all about? Knight of Swords, I think you've been on a mission in the past and it hasn't really given you the results maybe that you wanted. You've learned a lot, and it might have been incredibly enjoyable. But now you need to open it up and bring it back to balance and harmony within your life. That's twice you get the Justice card there. And it could be with this person here that comes in from the synchronicities that are around you. Might be a case that you just phone someone without even realizing it, and you kind of go, yeah, hi, how you doing? And that's where, it brings that connection with another person and brings the evident path back to where you should be. So Capricorn looks very good. The most important thing out of this week here, I think, is knowing your worth. That's the real importance. Okay, I have split the energy update into two videos, the messages from energy and energy update. They're available on our channel. Also got lots of other videos to do with energy and healing and so forth. Thanking you for all the support you give to this channel. Really do appreciate it. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.